It has been just over a week since we switched our clocks back, and it feels like a century, honestly. But if some of us are still feeling off, or your sleep schedule's off, your kids' sleep schedule's off, you are not alone. So here with tips this morning is Dr. Vinitha Moopen from WellSpan Family and Pediatric Medicine in Rossville. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so sleep, I was just telling you about the sleep in my house, or their lack thereof, with my kids. These changes, a lot of people are so regimented. They want to make sure their kids are getting the proper amount of sleep.
Yep.
A change like this, even an hour a week ago, can still have lingering effects.
It can. It can. We just have to make sure that they're getting the adequate amount every night.
And what is the adequate amount of sleep?
So for, one and under, it's usually anywhere from 12 to 15 hours. That decreases a little as they get older, but teenagers we need to focus on as well. They need at least 8 to 10 hours at night, and they're usually not getting that. So with the time change or without, that's something that we really need to focus on.
I know we talk about it here a lot. We're not teenagers, although sometimes we pretend we like to be. But we talk about how this actually is a little bit better for our sleep because it's darker out, which kind of promotes sleep a little bit earlier. Maybe you don't have the fear of missing out. You're able to go to bed, so it's not sunny out when kids are going to bed.
Right, but they still have their activities to do, and they have all of that stuff to do, and then they come home and it's like 8 o'clock, but it feels like midnight, and so that adds to stuff. Can't get homework done, and then the cycle kind of gets out of control. So having that routine is very important. Making sure you're not drinking caffeine an hour or two before bed, turning off those electronic devices. I can't say it enough. That's the biggest thing that I see in my office is children not getting able to initiate sleep because they've been on a tablet or an iPhone or something like that. So at least an hour or two before you want them to sleep, those need to be turned off.
Which can be hard too, because a lot of the older kids, their homework is on a device these days.
Right. But finding that happy medium to get that at least that 8 hours of sleep a night is so important.
And that routine, especially during the week. But talk about too how weekends can also have an impact, because a lot of times we think, okay, let the kids sleep in on the weekend so they can catch up on the sleep they missed.
Right.
Is it like a bank? Does it help?
No, not really. So they have to sleep during those normal sleep hours, whether it's the weekend or not. Like letting them sleep in and then messing it up so they sleep later at night really is not the best idea. Like having them up when they should be through the weekend as well, it's probably going to work out better, because otherwise Monday morning they're going to be exhausted.
Yeah, and it's a struggle for all parties involved in that sense. Yeah,
yes.
I know at my kids' daycare they said the Monday after the time change is always the hardest. There's some big feelings, that's for sure.
That is correct.
From parents and children alike, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right, so obviously anything you can do to get your kids back on schedule, and of course as we get into Christmas vacation and the holidays, kind of trying to keep that consistent.
Keep the consistency.
That's the number one key.
Yep.
All right, Dr. Moopen, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And of course, if your child needs to be seen by a doctor at WellSpan, we have the information you need on fox43.com.